Hi everyone, it's Kamal here with your September market update. Before we get to it, let's announce the winner from last month's riddle as well as give you this month's riddle. So for last month, we asked you a car traveling on a bridge. If a small bird landed on it, would the bridge collapse? Now we had one entry, just the one entry, and thankfully it was the right answer. So the question was again whether the bridge would collapse if a small bird landed on it, and the answer was no, the bridge would not collapse. And the explanation for that was that by the time the car traveled to the middle of the bridge, the car would have burned off more than 200 grams of petrol, which was the weight of the bird, and for that reason the extra weight of the bird would have been compensated by the loss of the gasoline. So the winner is Marcus Wong. Marcus, thank you very much for playing with us, and I'll be in touch with you with your Lotto 649 winning. Marcus, by the way, is a repeat winner. So thank you for playing along, and now here's a riddle for this month. Take a look at the image and solve the image there. So once you figure it out, email us your answer, and again the winner will receive $30 worth of Lotto 649 tickets. And now here's your September market update. Here's your September market update. The data came out a couple of days ago, and the average home price in Mississauga for September 2018 was $734,901. Compare that to August, the average home price was $683,819. So that's an increase of about 7.5% from August to September. Now, before you panic, and we're going back to the crazy days of real estate from a year and a half ago, I just want to remind you very quickly that that is actually quite normal. Here in Ontario, when it comes to real estate, we do have a seasonality to our real estate market, a cyclicality. All right, September is the start of the fall season for real estate. So activity does tend to pick up. More transactions do tend to take place because kids are back in school, people are back from holidays, and they're focused on their real estate needs. If you've been following my monthly market update, you know in my August market update, I'd mentioned to you that the home prices from July to August actually dropped by, I believe, about 4.5%. Again, which is quite normal. The market does tend to slow down in the last 2 months of summer, and then it tends to pick up in the fall. All right, so this is quite normal. What we're always interested in is not just that the price have gone up or the price have gone down, is the intensity of the increase or the decrease and the momentum of it. Is it increasing or decreasing on a month-to-month basis, because that creates the trend, and that's what we're more interested in. So this is quite normal what we're seeing here. If you look at the average days on market, how long it takes to sell a property in Mississauga in September, average days on market was 23 days. If you look for August, average days on market was 25 days. Again, no significant difference there. Having said all that, there is one significant difference in today's environment, and that is that we have a new NAFTA agreement in place. So that's been sorted out, a deal has been done. So the uncertainty around NAFTA is now out of the way. So how does it impact us when it comes to real estate? Now that NAFTA is out of the way, interest rates are going to continue to increase, but more likely it's going to increase at a faster rate. And the reason for that, quite simply, is the Canadian economy is strong, has been strong for many months now. Inflation rate has been over 2% for several months now. The Bank of Canada would like that inflation rate to be under 2%, and it's been over that for several months now. And now that the uncertainty of NAFTA is out of the way, it gives them a clear path to focus on fighting inflation. So interest rates are going to go up in October, next few days, next few weeks. When the Bank of Canada announces in October, interest rate will likely go up. Not only that, for 2019, the economists are already projecting 2, maybe 3 more interest rate increases for 2019. So for you as the buyer and you as the seller, the impact is this. As interest rate goes up, it has a dampening effect on price. Price typically do not increase at the same rate in a rising interest rate environment. So prices may go up, but it will probably go up at a slower pace, right? So buyers, before you rejoice, There is a downside to this, and the downside, of course, is in a rising interest rate environment, your borrowing cost is going up. So that's the reality of it. As prices do increase at a slower rate, which benefits the buyer, unfortunately, the borrowing cost is also going up for them. So this is the trade-off that you will have to decide for yourself. So that's the market update for this month. And as always, all real estate is local. If you want to find out what's going on in your neighborhood, give me a call and I'll get you the information. And I thank you for your time. Take care.